There's something special about being drawn into a video game. It can be a catching story, powerful music, flowing mechanics, or even a vast, beautiful world to explore. It pains me to say this, but Pine just didn't do it for me. Pine is an indie adventure game developed by Dutch developer Twirlbound. The game started as a crowdfunding project in 2017 and was released in October 2019. There's a couple reasons why I picked up this game. First, it was recommended to me by viewers as the Breath of the Wild of Steam. And secondly, the fact that at the time, with my intention to move to the Netherlands with my girlfriend, which obviously I did, made me want to see what the game industry was like in Europe. I'm going to do my best to explain the story because I can honestly say I barely knew what was going on very quickly. In Pine, you are part of a small village of humans that live in the mountains. You learn the ropes of survival with your brother, who then tells you how there has to be more out there than these cliffs, and hopes one day to explore the unknown. Then, after some freak architectural accident after presenting a new home for the village, you are thrown off the mountains and awaken to find yourself in a vast world with dangerous creatures and numerous other tribes. From there, it is up to you to explore the ever-changing world, solve puzzles, and struggle for survival as you come to terms with the fact that humans are at the bottom of the food chain. Now that I've given you a brief look into the story, I need to give you my honest opinion. Story-wise, I was so lost as to what I was doing. My viewers were even lost. My mission was to befriend all the tribes at certain points to unlock the secrets of the island. The problem with that is the missions would then involve you betraying or losing the trust of the factions that you've worked so hard to get on your good side. The story got so confusing that I couldn't understand if it was my job to find a safe and peaceful way to bring humans into this dangerous world, or to eradicate and piss off every species that isn't human. Kinda sounds like real life, doesn't it? Overall, the story fights against itself by making you purposely destroy your progress you've made to drive forward the story, so just don't bother getting close to anyone at all. I will hand it to Pine that it is a beautiful game. The environments are beautiful and does make exploring the secrets of the island quite enjoyable. The puzzles in this game are also challenging as well, and I find a lot of games have very lacking puzzles, and from what Pine lacks in story, it does make up for challenging dungeons and secrets. The sound design to the game is great, but it does have one drawback to it. The game has this beautiful soundtrack, but I wish they would at least loop the music in the background so you don't end up walking awkwardly in silence. This works for some games like Dark Souls, but I feel Pine really needs this to really complement the environments you explore. Another instant is when you're in combat. The classic battle music will start playing, but if the fight goes on for too long, you're just left feeling awkward as you're silently hacking and slashing away. And honestly, it just kinda kills the vibe. Although Pine looks nice aesthetically, it does fall short in its clunky fighting mechanics and bugs through your adventure. The counter mechanic is extremely difficult to pull off. Enemies will attack with sound and color cues, so you can determine if it's best to dodge, block, or counter. The problem is, you have minimal to no time to react to, and dodging is really the only option. And without buffs, you are almost helpless against groups of enemies. Fighting aside, you also need to be very careful on where you jump or roll when traveling. In my week of playing, I've gotten stuck in trees, tents, doors, walls, rocks, switches, and platforms. That's a lot to get stuck into. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on Pine. A lot of people seem to really enjoy this game, and I can't understand why. What I will say is, if you really enjoy exploration of vast, ever-changing worlds, then do pick up this game. If you're looking for a good story, then it may be best to grab this on sale. To me, Pine is a game that I'm really glad I finally got to try, and for a brief moment, I can say I did enjoy. What's your take? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.